Man, what is good with y'all? It's your boy Nostalgia New World Order, NTA, NW, all that good jazz, man. I hope y'all enjoying the consistent uploads. It's taking everything out of me. It really is. Coming today with a little different one. Just to drop some sauce on y'all, man. I seen in this other video, y'all wanted to see the difference between, the hand distressing and the Dremel distressing. Y'all wanted me to drop the hand distressing tutorial. I got y'all. So today we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into a little knowledge and nostalgia, if you will. I don't know, bro. So I guess let me get over here to this denim so I can show y'all. So this one's a lot more accessible to most people because all you really need is some good scissors, some denim, and then something to pick the threads with. A toothpick or a pen will work as well, but I just use a seam tear because it's the most easiest. I got 3 scraps of denim right here because we're gonna do 3 hand distresses, and then we're gonna back one with a soft fabric, we're gonna not back one at all, and we're gonna back one with another denim, just so you guys can see how it all looks, how it all works and whatnot. So there's 2 sides to your denim. This is the inside, usually the weft, and then this is your outside, the warp. You can usually tell the difference by the color, and the outside or your warps will be a lot darker than the inside. We're going to be working with the wefts, and I know it sounds crazy, but we're going to try to get our seam tear or scissors in between 2 of those tiny threads to pop one, and that's how we're going to get started. So I take my seam tear, and I take my denim, and like I said, I just put that boy in between 2 tiny threads. I know you can barely see it, but that's what you want to do. This is how it's gonna look on your pants, but I just do it the other way because it's easier. So we just slide that boy in there, and that's it. That's really the hardest part, not gonna lie to you. Now we're gonna go ahead and take our scissors and try to run across that line. If you find this hard, you can kind of do the same trick as the seam tear and like roll it back over the scissors to keep the line straight. All right, now you're there. We're really ready to start hand distressing. You can keep it like this, throw it in the wash machine, and it'll do all the work. But if you wanted some more white thread showing and you want it exactly where you want it to be, you just take your pins or your seam ripper and then you run it across the denim to try to pull out those white threads. You're gonna just pull them and they're gonna come right from out those blue threads. And I'm struggling here, but once you start, you lock in, bro. And you're just running it across. And then you do that from both sides so you can really maximize your space without having to keep switching back between your seam tear and your scissors. I'll show you what I mean in a second. That's how you do it. You got some white thread showing. That's how it looks on the other side. And then here, I'm just about to lock in, picking out the weft threads from either sides of the cut I made. Once they start snagging, you're gonna have to want to cut some of those blue threads. Hopefully you were doing it from the other side too, and then you're gonna cut that as well. And this is what I mean when I said you're gonna have to switch back and forth between your scissors and your seam tear. But clean that boy up, and there you go. You should have some white threads going. Or showing. What am I talking about, bro? And now I'm just about to lock in a little more and get these things ripped up. And I appreciate y'all for coming on the journey with me, bro. Let me know what y'all want to see, because I be dropping the videos. This is the first request that I like, I don't really be doing many requests. Let me know what y'all want to see, man. I just be cooking what's in my brain. But I feel like this way is just easier to do because it's a lot cleaner. You can cut the blue threads and have the distressing exactly where you want it. But sometimes those blue threads or those warp threads, they really get to snagging. Like you can see how these threads won't come out, but these are pretty clean. And all you have to do is take your seam tear or your pin and then pull the blue threads out of the white threads instead of the other way around. And that's also how you clean it up vertically instead of horizontally. Give it a little snag. Sometimes you might want to cut that boy. And with that method, you can get it like a perfect square if you wanted to. And now I'm just about to lock back in. I mean, what can I say for real? Hand distressing is one of those things where it's like sometimes you sit down and you don't want to do it, And then sometimes you sit down and it's really meditative, so it really just depends on the day. I really prefer the Dremel, but it really don't matter. Starting that next one up. And honestly, I be running my seam tear on the warp side of the denim whenever I like pull the white threads out, but you can rub it on whichever side feels comfortable for you. Like if it feels like it's easier to rub it out on the left side, do that. Whatever you like, honestly. And I was a little bit more reckless on this one, so I thought I'd show you some example of some broken threads. The white threads, I was trying to pull those out and I guess they just popped. And so that's what a broken thread is. And whenever they break, they just show on the side of the distressing. And if you like drama, you like tension, you like things to flow in the wind, that might be your vibe. And let me go ahead and lock in on this last one so we can wrap this thing up. This is supposed to be a little short tutorial, man. What bro got going on? But yeah, same technique as before. Get that little slit started, get them long, and go ahead and rub that seam tear on them. Here's the one I just showed y'all. Here's the first one I did. And then here's the last one I just did. I only lost one thread on this one. Now we're gonna go ahead and back them things up. Get my soft fabric. Get my denim. Set them boys up. Spray them johns up. Stretch them out to make sure they're flat. If they were really pants, you would low-key want to iron them to make sure they're as flat as possible. Like really stretch them boys to make sure they're flat. I hope you're listening to me. That's what make or break a good denim. And right here you can use temporary or permanent spray. Temporary spray will make the threads easier to come off. But let's go ahead and take these boys to the sewing machine, and I would hit that boy with the seam at least around 1 foot away from the hole that you're making. Like 1 sewing foot away from the hole. You can go further if you want, but don't go any closer than 1 foot away. Because if you wash it, it'll just keep distressing. Your threads won't even make a difference. Really, I say 1/2 inch. I just be risking it with the 1 foot because you know how I get down. Or maybe you don't know how I get down, but I get down devious. Same thing with that softer fabric. I'd say sometimes maybe even go a little further on the softer fabric because as it washes, it stretches and moves more, so you might get a little more give. All right, and there we go. We got them johns ready. So here's the first one, no backing. It's really strong as you can see, but really just on the denim. Like where the threads are is weak there, and at the corners it's even weaker. So just be careful with that. Here's the OG, the denim on denim, and honestly it feels like, you know, just like some pants. Like I see why they do this. I see why it is OG. It's sturdy. It really seems like I just put the white threads on top. Here's the last one, the denim on the softer fabric. Hella stretch, so much stretch. Only on the bias, so that's a good thing. Take that into consideration. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go through them a little bit more, just give them a little pull test so y'all can see how they work. But I appreciate y'all for watching mine. Out of all the hand distressing tutorials out there, I know there's millions, but hopefully with my little technique, my little sauce, y'all be able to not lose that many threads and do what y'all do. There's a giveaway on my Instagram right now for a hooded scarf. If y'all want to do that, y'all better hop on that horse, you know, jump on that, whatever while y'all can, because that ends February 16th. But other than that, man, I'm gonna keep pushing these uploads out. I'm gonna keep doing me, y'all keep doing y'all, keep going crazy, stay inspired, and remember the past, because that's who made you the person you are today.